Hey, welcome all to session 60. At the start of last session, Griswold and Zeke, you just finished talking to your kids. Zeke flew back early and told everybody about the happenings. Griswold seems to have a daughter and a son. The daughter seems very anti-caster. The son seems like he's frustrated with his father, and also that he is a caster. He told the group that Griswold cried a little bit, reuniting with his kids. Griswold then walks in. You guys then start to talk about whether or not you want to join OST 5. This is a choice. This is not thrust upon you. Most of you seem like you're going to, except for one. Jordan says, I've had a great couple of weeks with you guys, but I think that with the soul coin, we can really do some good for the fight against the devils. I wish we aligned on this, but because of our differences, I think joining OST 5 isn't an option, unfortunately. Griswold starts to talk about his life before a cult. He says he had a partner, and he says that OST and a cult came to take his kids. Not only that, but so did Rhinus Seal. Seems that Rhinus Seal came for his kids, but at the same time, OST came. The details are foggy, but you know the outcome. The kids are here, and Griswold is with OST. He also let you guys know that if he were to not help a cult in OST, he would then be separated from his kids forever, something he was unwilling to do. So, kind of gives you insight into his motivations. He says, as you know, that his paladin abilities come from conviction. And at this point, he feels like he needs advice. He needs to strengthen his convictions. And this is a place of casters, and likely people that drive their power in a similar fashion. So he would like to seek out somebody who he can learn from. Griswold then walks out, and the heroes decide to follow, as you guys are a cohesive unit at this point. You've been through quite a lot. Griswold, you go to pick up your kids, and you introduce the group to Amber and Harry. They actually get along with you guys quite well. Harry is kind of suspect of everybody and asks who's casters. But Constance, you help Harry warm up. You turn into a little fox, and the kids start laughing and playing with the fox. Maybe there's some hope. You guys go to George. George informs you that there is a very powerful paladin. He's actually not part of a cult. He resides just outside of it. And George tells you that because he fears no man and only fears his god, that he works well as a check on the power of a cult. He's not kind of clouded by his own he doesn't want to increase his own power. He just wants to do good by his god. And he takes your maps, he gives you the location, and he tells you that this is probably the best place for Griswold to get the advice that he needs. So you guys start to walk. And Gloria, you remember this is roughly the same spot in which Krogan attacked a cat that you now know is Little Red. But just as you're kind of reminiscing, a dwarf with a fiery red beard walks out from the thicket and towards you guys. And that's where we are.
Okay. And is he walking towards us, or is he standing there waiting? Like, he came out of the bush, right?
He's walking towards you.
He's walking towards you. And then just like in that moment, I guess, I'll just lean over to Jordan and just be like, what's this about? You know about this?
I don't know about it, but I'm sure it's fine.
I look him. I take him by the shoulder and I just like look him in the eye, and I'm just like, "Look, whatever it is, just not my children."
You can trust me.
Do we do insight checks in this campaign? No, it's
Not against players.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I think I'm good. I think I'm like, okay, dude. I go down to my children, and then like I look at the rest of the group really fast. Like not like in a, you know, like I'm gonna run away kind of way. I'm just trying to like, you know, keep stock, and then I'm just gonna lean down to my kids. And in that moment, what do I see? Like, what's the state of the party? Like, do I see... Is Constance still a fox?
Yes.
And is Zibbler there, or is he invisible?
He is visible in there.
He's visible. I'm gonna say to Zibbler really fast, it's like, you might want to go incognito for this one. Stick with Zig. I need to talk to my kid.
Okay. Good luck, guys. Zeke, you
And-
purchase on your shoulder.
And then I lean down to the kids, and then like I guess Constance is still like on top of Amber or something like that. And then I go, all right, looks like we're gonna have some company. We're gonna meet this nice dwarf man. All right, but thank you for coming out with me this far. And I just want you both to know, Daddy loves you very much. And we're gonna have to have some adult talks here. Some grown-up talk. And I'd like to... And he just takes a minute, and then he looks over his shoulder, and then he's just...
The dwarf is now arriving in earshot.
Be on your best behavior. Alright?
Okay.
We're gonna learn some grown-up skills today, okay? And I just look at Amber specifically.
You kind of gaze down. Her hand is shaking a little bit. She then tenses it and puts her hand on Harry's shoulder.
I know you can do it.
Okay, Dad.
And be nice to the man. And I just stand up, and I think I take the boy in my arms too.
Okay. The dwarf is standing there politely. He has been within earshot now for a good 5 seconds. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Although we have met before,
Pleasure.
this will be our first true meeting.
Indeed.
He bows slowly.
And then nod and affirm. Just...
I'll bow back.
Doran.
Hello.
Well, to
Maybe-
be blunt with you, Potter, things have not gone as we have wished. And I am forced to take action.
Are your men alright? That was some nasty business we were in. Back in the jungle. Grizzled. Brooks. And then I just like take one arm supporting the kid, and then I just put a hand out.
It is nice to meet you, Griswold.
Introduce yourself. And I just go to my, like I knee my, you know, I gently nudge Amber, and I gently nudge Harry too.
Hello, little ones. He reaches his hand forward towards Amber. He notices her shaky hand. It's okay. Today there will be no violence, I promise. And I mean that. He looks up to you guys. Although you may not leave, I have no intention of hurting any of you today.
Good.
No intention.
Now, I
He
think...
looks towards Gloria.
I think the last thing that we want here is for all of us involved to not get anything that we want. I think we can agree.
Well,
So,
I was hoping to do this in a manner in which my people and a cult might keep our diplomatic ties intact. That is why I sent Jordan. A lovely man, a pleasant demeanor, trustable. But my calculations did not go as planned, and that is on me.
yeah, I think I might say so. We do agree on that as well. I think I do trust this man with my life. He has been a formidable and trustworthy ally. But I just lean over to him, like, you know, can I, like, lean over? Am I allowed to, like, just, like, kind of just... Do you know what the fuck he said to me? He told me you were a merchant. And a guild rival that you just met in the jungle.
Well, I will tell you that was by my doing. Today, as you have noticed, I am being very transparent with you.
And
I
we...
intend to continue.
Yeah, and I just make sure, like, and they're trying to make it, you know, save face, like nobody else heard that. And I'm just like, well, you know, I think this works out much better for us. Because we've had some apprehensions, and I just look over the rest of the group, is because, honestly, we didn't know what we were dealing with at all. And via the nature of our dealings, I think you can understand that we can't quite easily give up on something like this without knowing exactly what we're dealing with.
I hate to butt in here, but we have a problem, and I point up to where you said that they're coming from.
We look up.
Don't worry. We have everything thought through here. And
Those
it
are
is
yours.
No, they are not. And as he kind of turns around, there is 5 humanoid creatures with red wings flying towards you. But as they do, fairly far away, you see a flash of light as they get close. And then another. And then you see
Oh
Lynn's
shit!
body fall towards the ground.
Like, flashes of light as if they hit something, or flashes of light as if something hit them?
So energy kind of culminated around them, and it was... And then about 6 seconds. And then...
Do we
Today,
have...
no creatures of devilish origin shall interfere with our conversation.
Wow. Did they fucking do the thing? Okay.
Give XP.
Yeah, yeah, dude. We were here. We helped. So, was that because of us?
No. Actually,
They following you?
no. They are tracking someone, and somehow they know this creature's origin. So when they are near us, or when they are near you, they bring trouble.
Yeah.
I believe it is a friend of yours.
May I? Let me. And I don't mistrust your abilities, I just want to make doubly sure. As I just, like, you see his eyes, like, flash white a little bit, as, like, I take one hand on my holy symbol, I'll do divine, sight.
Yes. Okay.
Divine sense, sorry. So, I can detect good and evil until the end of my next turn. I can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. That is not behind total cover.
Okay. You don't sense anything except one familiar friend. I will say, as you glance around, you do notice in the bush, crouching low, camouflaged well, but not well enough, is another figure, humanoid. You do not sense any celestial favor fiends.
Humanoid, as in like short
Yeah.
and stout, and yeah. So you can guarantee our safety here.
I can.
All right. Well, would it be? How far does this extend? Does it protect the man across the way?
Yes. It does.
You
He
see,
squints at you somewhat confusedly.
I think well, I trust your words and the good nature of your friend here. As I look at Jordan, tends to support that fact. I think it's a bit difficult to, as I like, I hold Amber's hand and then like I, make Harry more comfortable. It's a little bit difficult to have grown-up talk for too long. I don't want to bore the kids to sleep. Would it be amenable to move them to a safe location before we continue our talks so that I can go take a nap somewhere?
He pauses. Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Or wants to keep the kids here as an option.
Dude, my
Brad,
Chrome
who
is
have you
so
got us mixed
slow.
up with?
My Chrome is so slow.
Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying about it.
11. And I just, if I'm allowed, I can just say, I think we can both agree that, having to entertain the temperaments is not beneficial for either of us.
I cannot allow a change of location, but what I can do. He looks towards Zeke. You can take them back. And you must return. Or there will be consequences. But I can assure their safety if they stay.
Is it difficult?
Look at Griswold.
I mull it over. But they'd have to make the trek back. Would it be unfeasible and against your would it be against your morals to let them ahead instead if you say that it protects up to the man that we're trying to meet? Could we deposit them over there instead and come back?
You may.
I look at Zeke.
Alright.
Alright. Hopefully, once this is done, we can just head over there, conclude our business as planned, and head home.
Very well. Our discussions will wait until your friend has returned. as
I've-
all of you will be in the decision making. He then again a firm gaze on Gloria.
I guess I'll take the children to the Paladin was the destination, if I'm understanding.
Yes. One more
Yeah.
thing. Zeke, is it?
Yes.
Nothing fishy, please. You are being watched.
All right. I don't know what that means, but all right, sure.
I have, that brings up a good point, Sir Dwarf. Are you aware of the man and his nature? Who he serves?
I am aware of the man in the woods only vaguely, and only for a particular reason.
Are you... I'm sorry, did he say his name?
He did not.
I've introduced myself. What is your name, good soul, dwarf?
Well, normally I am very secretive about these things, but my name is Dwali.
Okay.
We'll
Did
come
Zeke
to
leave?
Not
Sorry,
yet.
did Zeke leave already?
I don't think I've left yet.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay,
So
well,
you're-
before he leaves, I would jump off and like look both ways and kind of look at you, Grizz, and then back at Zeke, and then wait for you to kind of.
I just I shrug. It's not my decision.
Oh, before you leave, his eyes kind of dart upwards and then downwards. His gaze is kind of hovering above your shoulder, Zeke. Your friend must stay. The small winged one.
You heard them, Sibler Funk?
Okay. He looked at me, guys.
Yeah. Are you sure? It might be, You see him, like, struggle, like, a little bit. He furrows his brow, and he's just like, nah, it's... Would it not be more advantageous to you that a direct connection is... And I just don't say anything else.
We have thought of many things. Needn't you worry. We are not in danger of anything.
Whatever makes you more comfortable.
Okay, Zeke, can you fly away?
Oh yeah, I remember
with the
now.
kids.
I remember now. It's just... Sir Dwally, are you... Before he flies away, it's like... Are you a man of the cloth? Do you happen to know about the gods?
I do. I derive much of my power from our dwarven god.
I'm sorry, I don't really know about your dwarven gods, but I hope that if they are of the same nature as mine, as like I kind of like take my symbol, you might know of Tyr, and you might know of his friend Ilmadir. I've been told that this paladin Quartz is a devout follower of Ilmater. To a fault. So that he gives himself isolation as someone who can work as an arbiter for the people of a cult should they go astray. I can only imagine what I've heard about... I look at him, like in the eyes, it's like... Eric. That his services have been coming into play on matters sensitive Would you disagree that those matters sensitive are dissimilar to what we deal with now?
No, friend. He reaches behind him from his bag. He has a small wooden pipe.
Nice.
The effect of this for newbies, I cannot guarantee will be fun, but I light puff if anybody would like to enjoy.
I'll have a puff.
I sit down on the floor and just crisscross my legs
Mm.
and just put my hand in like my hand on my knee and like this, and just close my eyes, and just my other hand pommel of my sword, just tapping, closing my eyes, and I'm just gonna ask Thrain a question.
Sure.
Nice.
Persuasion,
Nice.
please.
Let's go, dude. Now's the time.
18.
Ooh.
Yes, you may type it to me.
Okay.
And while that
Well, that's-
goes, mhm.
Yes, Zeke, we will go to you.
Okay. I'll
5-minute
take the
walk.
kids and-
It is a quick fly.
yeah, I'll fly them.
You kind of grab them by the scruff of their shirt. They're not trusting enough. They kind of turn around and they kind of grab your talons, also securing themselves with their own hands. It's not long. You don't spot the building first, but billowing smoke, you see. A small cabin made of wood and stone. Plant life lightly grows up its walls. Smoke billows from its chimney. Outside by the front door is a white winged horse.
All right.
You land. The door is thick wood inlaid with a golden lace around it, hard bolts, and a circular big metal knocker.
Okay, I land and I'll go up and knock on the door. What?
You just gonna leave us here?
Point of order. Also, by the way, did the fox go with them?
No.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Until deliberations are done, we're going to. Yes.
No.
We have to.
No.
It's not safe out
No.
there.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Oh, I don't know how to. I don't know how to argue with a kid.
Gold coin.
I knock on the door.
No! Gold coin, gold coin, gold coin, gold coin.
Oh, I don't give a shit about your money.
Kind of peeking through. He's much taller than you. Is what looks like a frail, skinny elven man. Long, kind of curly black hair. Down to about his chest level. Wearing heavy armor. The warm interior of the cabin kind of waves over your body.
Does it fit well, or is he just like a stick in a barrel?
No, the armor is tight and it fits
Okay.
well.
Okay.
It makes him look a little bigger, though. You can imagine a football
Yeah.
player.
Yeah.
Hi. My name's Zeke.
No,
I don't
Stanley
have a lot of time to explain. There's a thing happening just down the road. I am being watched apparently, so I can't tell you too much. The kids might be in danger, so we were going to leave them with you, and then we are going to possibly come talk to you later.
He opens up the door further. In the house, you don't look too carefully, but what you do see that kind of pops out at you is above a fireplace, golden hands kind of mounted on the wall, red lace around the hands, and a cat. Red. And as the cat kind of strolls across the cabin floor, he kind of does a double take.
I'm just about as confused about as that cat seems to be, but I don't have time for this. Again, I think I'm being watched. Yeah. I can't say too much. Keep the kids safe, please.
Can I please at least get your name?
Zeke.
Zeke. This is not an orphanage. You will be back.
I hope. I mean, unless I'm dead. Without saying too much.
See.
It'd only be a few minutes.
I am not a fun babysitter, so come in, I guess.
That one could be a troublemaker. I point at the kid that casts spells.
All right, be back.
I really hope I will be.
He grabs your shoulders. Be back.
Okay. This is really weird. I don't know who you are.
No, this is weird.
That too. I know, this whole thing is weird. You might be being watched too, by the way, now that the kids are here. Just let you know. Goodbye, and I fly away.
See.
Kind of looks at you.
Oh my god. That was amazing. That was amazing. Well,
A
well
charisma
played.
of 8.
He is our himbo. That's it. That's you. You are him. It's just, who cares about golden retrievers? What about birds? What about? Oh shit. Okay. Well, that was happening as they were flying away. We left off on if I remember correctly, it's like we were puffing pipe, and
Yes.
we left. Last thing we said was you wouldn't disagree that the sensitive things that he deals with is not dissimilar to what we're doing right now.
Sure.
And then I'll take the pipe too. And then thanks. And then I light it. Do I need to light it or do I just pop it?
No, it's already burning still.
We're doing some frickin'
My friend.
native tribe stuff with
A light for Renobi.
light for my skinny half elf constitution. Just as do I need to do anything or is it just do I just pop?
If you inhale only slightly, you do not. But if you do a full one, you will.
What's it like?
Very pungent. Almost stinky.
And I think I would enjoy that, but I think Griswold, who lived on amber snaps his entire life, is like, you're kidding.
Light taste.
I can see how you would have this as a pastime. As I offer it back.
Thank you.
So as we were saying, before we delve into matters extra sensitive, I think it might be beneficial to both parties if we were to employ this man's services. I think what you've shown us already, what you've affirmed, is what John believes of you. Is that you're good people. You're trying to do the right thing. And I'd like to think that everyone here in a cult, at least deep down, wants the same thing. We want these devils gone, as I look up again. And we want them gone for good. That's our primary objective.
This we can agree.
And would it be wrong of me to say that we would like to do so with as few as possible innocents endangered, and in a way that the sacrifices that a few make of their own will can benefit the rest of the world.
My friends,
I defoxed, by the way, since the
Okay.
kids are gone. I'm not foxed anymore.
you are, in a way, heroes. You have done many things. You have lost some. But you do not know the intricacies of the problem before all of us.
Then by all means, sir. What our
Today-
apprehension is we don't know you. You don't know how many people you represent.
And today you will learn everything. But unfortunately, as I will explain to your friend when he gets back, you will also forget it all. Once I start to explain, everything will make more sense. And at this, you do see Zeke in the distance by himself starting to fly back.
If you can, as I look at to everybody at this, it's like, convince us all that what you're doing is for the greater good, and you're not going to trample on the sacrifices that have been made to get us this far. Then we're willing to hear you out.
Good.
But I would ask that you hear us out in turn. But I give
This
you
would be
the
a
lead.
discussion, not a lecture. Zeke, you come to a running stop. Excellent.
A discussion it is then.
So, he kind of looks back towards the figure that you saw earlier, Griswold. A hooded dwarf comes and sits close to him. There is magic that will make you forget. And by the end of today, we must employ this on you.
Which parts?
The entirety discussion of the discussion from when we met to a certain point, which I will explain, will be forgotten. Do you have a piece of paper? Something to write on?
Does anybody have a piece of paper?
I probably do. Let me check.
Yeah, he probably does. True.
Do we want Joran writing down for us though?
Well, he needs the paper. We
He
don't
just
know
gave
for
it to
what.
someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't trust Joran's paper. Get out of here with your paper, Joran.
No, I actually don't have any paper in my.
Do you
I
not
don't
have a
have any.
spell book?
Oh, I guess I could pull a piece of paper from the spell book, right?
Even a map, you could use the backside.
Tear off a piece.
Pass a page out.
There you go.
After our discussion, all of you, except Joran, will write something on this piece of paper. You will read it. This will be something that only you guys could know. Do you understand me? You will not show me. and hopefully it will confirm that the second part of your memories are truthful. You must write something on it that only you could know, so that you will know that your agreement or disagreement with us in the end is of your own real memories. Tis the only way. There you go. So to begin, we need the coin. And today, we will be taking it. I hope with no struggle. We know about as much as you do. There is a mage, and he opens a gate to hell every day. He lets devils pour through, and he lets them do what they want with this world. But what you do not know is that the amount that has been let through, we cannot deal with. There is not enough men, dwarves, and elves on this continent to be able to face them all. I am the head of a civilization
Damn.
of dwarves. And above all else, secrecy is what we live by. There is a reason none of you know who we are. I want you all to make charisma checks to maintain a face, because you definitely all know who he
Charisma straight up.
Why do you hate me, Cole?
is.
Can we
Does-
do
I-
charisma based?
I have the DC for a charisma check.
All right, guys, I got a 4, so we're good. We're golden.
Hayden,
Zeke is making all the
why have
faces.
you murdered me?
Constance is also making all the faces.
Can we?
Constance go.
God damn it,
Does
you
it
guys,
even
come on
matter?
now.
Does it even matter? Can we?
Uh,
So just
do I have
charisma.
to
We're not
roll?
allowed to do deception or persuasion or anything.
No.
No performance. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Let's see.
I assume there's no reason for me to roll, right?
Yeah. All right.
No, there's
Can
no
only
reason for you to
imagine.
roll. That's correct.
Come on, guys.
Oh.
Brent, you would roll with us if you were in solidarity with us. Come on.
Is it a is it a
Like,
save?
All right, I'll
Can
roll,
it be
I'll
a
roll
save?
In solidarity.
Because
My
this is
-1
an
charisma
affliction.
user.
Something being imposed upon us.
I got a 13. I don't know what you were doing, Hayden.
Okay.
So, Giffen, is something the matter? He looks towards Constance, Zeke, and Griswold.
No.
You're
No.
the head of an entire civilization.
One of you deception check.
Not me.
Not me.
I got it.
Hell yeah, girl.
25.
Yes, we are.
It's just that, you know, he led on that you were the good guys and you were a big deal. It's just how what is a civilization?
Yes. There's a reason nobody knows. We enforced it quite strictly. And we will continue to enforce that secrecy strictly. So as I was saying, the amount that has already been let through is too much. No man or army can defeat them. So we have a plan. A smirk you see on his face. We will distract them. We will do something that requires their attention, you see. Yes. The coin. He looks towards you, Gloria. Will power a great machine. And with that machine, we will march on hell with such force that they will be required to retreat into hell. But little do they know that hopefully your friend will close that gate, having it never reopened again. So they will retreat, but they will be there for good. It is the only way. Us dwarves must remain in secrecy, and this is a plan in which no surface folk will know of our deeds. We will march, we will fight, and once they retreat, we will get as many of our dwarves out of there as we can, leaving them stuck in hell. Do you understand? We will lose thousands.
Tens of thousands. I... You're gonna send it into hell. How can you be so sure that... I look him over. How much... I just like, I don't know how else to put it. How much aura do I see off of this motherfucker right here? Like, how confident is he? You know, it's just like... Because he's talking about fucking barreling into hell with a bunch of dwarves, you know? And I'm just like, normally, you know? Like... But how... Like, insight, right?
Yeah.
Dude, my Chrome is so slow. Oh my god.
17.
17? Okay.
Before he talked, you saw a smirk. He almost revels in the idea.
I did get that. He's proud of it, right? Yeah.
The idea of the dwarves sacrificing themselves and doing such a heroic deed is so clearly glorious to him. So clearly calls to him. And as for his aura, he is confident beyond anybody.
Fuck. You fucking believe it.
I will be honest. The coin Fenzula, she will suffer. Her soul will be tormented.
Not as good as the last one I crept.
Do you know what's gonna happen?
Oh,
There's Fenzula just be like,
Wait.
nah, don't do it.
wait. So we're going to put a woman who's already been through torture and mistreatment through more rather than just letting her go. That's what you're telling us.
Yes.
Do you know?
I'm not on board with this, guys.
Do you know what she's been through?
We do.
Do you know what his father's been through?
That we do not know.
Can I, like, because it was 3 days ago for Griswold, right? But, like, almost a year ago for Epic, so, like, can I recount to him the story, like, if I can remember the key points? Like, he sacrificed his brother and his life with his wife to raise his son, right? He went through all this hardship tracking her down, which is like maybe not the... I'll skip over that part a little bit because, you know, he gets it. He gets that part. And he went to this plane to give his life at the hands of devils and become I don't know what it is, actually, but like it's... He became like a sludge thing.
Lemure?
Like a lemur, yeah.
Lemure? Yeah.
And trudged for years upon years to deliver this thing to his god. That's the kind of sacrifice that he made to make sure this thing went to the right place.
Okay, so you relay all that to him.
And you know what happened to Finzel? This is what happened to Thrain. In order for me to get here, I had to do unspeakable things. Their mother sacrificed their life. I've had to sacrifice my relationship with my kids. Sacrifice of probably countless more mothers and fathers, children. Is what you're using this for. Really worth it? His father, her husband, my wife. I look at Zeke and it's like, his home. Will we be convinced that it's worth it?
Well, us dwarves are moral creatures just like you, and it does not weigh lightly on us that this woman will be tortured further.
What happens to her soul when you're done?
Well, when it is done, we will release her.
And what happens? How does it happen? You can forgive me the questions I feel like they need to be answered.
No matter. A mundane process, a dagger of evil. Seemingly only evil can destroy evil. And what's done, she will simply go to her forefathers.
She won't be used up. It won't go into the ether.
There will be a shred of her left. She will rebuild. This part we guarantee. We are honest, though. Before then, as she is being used, it will be torment. This man you go to meet soon, you say his god is Ilmater, the god of sacrifice.
The god of suffering.
Oh yeah. He is not happy to be fucking watching your kids, by the way. So we have to make sure we take your kids away, or else I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Well, if this goes as well as it has, then we don't have to worry about that, hopefully. I look back at the dwarf.
Our hope is that Fenzula will do this willingly, given the information.
I've already asked her in a way one time. She kind of just wants to be peaceful, but maybe you have more information than I did at the time, I guess.
Pardon me, but I don't believe you are able to tell her of all this information.
It's true, I don't know the information, so maybe you do know, but from what I can tell, she wants some sort of formality now.
Are you able to talk to her freely?
Once we have the coin, we are able to talk to her.
Wow.
How?
The coin grants powers. And one of them is to communicate with the soul inside.
Does it have enough juice left in there to do that shit?
I've been technically in a couple times.
Couple times.
I'm gonna talk to Thrain again, by the way, or at least try to.
Sure. Go ahead. Persuasion check again.
24. All right.
But now listen. Every decision is a scale with weight on both sides. And we must talk about what happens in the scenario in which we do not get the coin. The portal may be closed, but the army is too large. Men will fight and die we will have small victories. But slowly the devils will corrupt us all. They will turn mother against daughter, father against son. They will twist our nature and make us into something that we dare not look at today.
We've seen.
Men, elves, and dwarves will die in shame, in a puddle of their own piss, groveling. We do not take Fenzula's soul lightly.
What is this great machine that you're going to use? We need more information.
It is a war machine, capable of housing tens of thousands of dwarves, of protecting us, and most of all, of fighting.
You're gonna go in there where they're the strongest. And challenge them on their own turf, I can respect. The dedication, the honor, in willingly taking this upon yourselves. But we need to also talk about what happens if you fail. Does your machine go to them? Do you have anything in place to prevent that? Are your men safe from corruption in the hells themselves?
There are risks. Our men risk corruption and death. The machine, a different matter. We will have contingencies. The coin will be destroyed if things start to sour. No normal coin can power such a machine. It will remain a dormant relic. But you are right. If we fail, many dwarves will arise in hell as servants.
I mean, I know that there's got to be a lot of devils on the surface, but the armies of hell must be vast. I don't see how one army of dwarves is going to make any difference. I don't see them sending all of their troops all the way back just for a single army of dwarves. I feel like they can deal with you and still deal with us.
Zeke, is it?
Yes.
I want to watch him very carefully as like Zeke's asking these.
Yeah, I'm going to be also watching them carefully.
In hell, just like here, there are things that they would like to protect. Things more than any other. We attack one of those things. A soldier. One that is apparently dormant. Or not yet born. The information on that is foggy. They may not send everything back, but they will send a lot. That much we can guarantee. And it should be enough that if Eric and Xavier Holland succeed, which they must, that we should be able to defeat the remaining devils.
And does George know? Does Eric know? I know Holland mustn't.
The only one who knows is Eric. Everybody else is left in the dark.
It's like I just like subtly point at the not invisible Zippler font.
You needn't worry. We have strong magics. Yes, we know of George's power. But thank you.
All right, then. I have some thoughts. Do you mind if we could? I think that's a lot. Are we allowed the time to converse amongst ourselves?
Take as much as you need, friend.
I appreciate it. Sidor. Huddle.
Okay. And he respectfully backs away about 10 paces. Enough so that if you whisper, you can be confident he won't hear.
Do we want Joran with us? Doesn't matter.
Jorn is currently on your side of the equation.
Okay, then yeah, let's have Joran there. Let's just
Maybe, yeah, why not?
Jordan isn't gonna forget any of this, whereas we are.
Yes, true. So, all right, that was a lot.
Yeah, I'm not giving them. I'm not forgiving them the fucking coin. Fuck these guys.
That lady's been through a lot.
I don't think that makes any sense that any of the devils would have to return to their. I don't know anything about the Nine Hells, but I can't see them having that. Not having a big enough army to deal with dwarves.
Can we have a retcon or like a what do you call it? Like when we were looking at him, both me and Zeke were trying to see like when he was talking about the numbers of devils on Earth, you know, like what did he really believe that threat was real? Was it out of preservation, or was he more horny for the let's get this thing going? Was it like
glory?
Like which one was stronger, right? Was the glory like predominant, or was he really like fuck, we need to do this?
Sure.
You know? Like, is he the guy in the basement with the fucking shotgun? Like, is he the, you know, doomsday prepper who just wants an excuse, right? Or is he legitimately like, fuck, dude, we're gonna all die, but it's gonna be worth it?
Insight check, please.
Okay. Both of us?
One of you.
Oh shit.
I got a 60.
I rolled.
I also rolled. I mean, I got. I don't know how to see yours there, Epic, but I got a 60.
I will. Well, we can nullify both those two, and then you can decide who.
Okay. Which one would you like, Epic? I've got a.
You got a plus 6.
You got a plus 3. Yeah.
Look, go again. Go. You go.
Okay.
You go.
17.
What?
Is that what you got? Oh no. Sorry.
No. We were talking about
super
who was
slow.
gonna.
Yeah.
It got worse. I got a 10. Fuck. 10. That's a 16.
Okay.
Can we not both have one? Please. For this specific.
I don't like whole parties doing checks because
Just the two of us though, because we both said, right? Is that okay? Can you take just his then? Mine his
I
was
don't pay
lower.
attention to shit.
I'm sorry. I like one.
Okay.
I mean, a passive 16, I guess.
With a passive of 16.
Okay.
You will know that
It didn't
both of
change.
these forces are strong. The glory is there, and it is fuel in his engine for sure. There is also a strong force of severity for sure. He does seem to believe that this situation is dire, and not one in just what he can just flex his dwarven muscles and kick some ass. That exists, but both.
Okay. So, Zeke's pretty adamant.
I don't know. I think he believes that the threat is real and that they have to do this, but I don't know if I buy it.
It doesn't
personally.
sit right. So, what the rest do you think? We know. So we have one for against. We have Joran. For the small amount of time you've been with us, you know them the best. you believe in them.
You know what I think. Yep. I believe in them without question.
Look, you're the only reason we're having this talk, so. What about you two?
I don't know. I don't know. It's not nice. Sensula's been through a lot, but I mean, how confident are we that our plan's going to work? Also, I didn't really understand who they said they were going to be attacking.
That is something we can ask about, sure. You said we have a lot of time, we can ask about it, but you're not feeling sure either way.
No, I don't feel like we have enough information to know if what he's saying is even... Like, how do we know how many devils have been coming through? How do we know? Like Zeke said, how do we know that there's not infinite devils ready to fight in hell? I don't
It's
know.
hard to say. He's a man of great conviction, that's apparently clear. It's very easy to...
Like, really, she should decide. Like, we should not decide for her.
I think that's where I'm leaning to, but before that, Gloria.
I turn around to them and ask, do any of you know how to do a zone of truth?
That's why I wanna...
I say to the dwarves, zone of truth, I need to know one thing. And I will give you the coin right now. Depending on that answer.
We could...
Yes, we do.
Alright then, Gloria, sure! What are you doing?
What the fuck, Gloria?
I turn back to them. Let's be straight. I am quite the realist here. We need everything we can. It's the only reason why I haven't given this to the Raven Queen already. It's because of this asshole. Sorry, John, but I'm just saying. We need everything we can, even if there's some slimmest chance of percentage getting higher. I think we should give it to him.
What's your end game? What are you talking about? That the devils get dealt with, that's what you're talking about.
For our plan, yes. I think it's... She already... If we sacrifice her... First off, we don't even know her. I know we know a bit of a story. We don't know her personally. We don't... I hate to say this, but he's right with the greater good thing. Okay? We're sacrificing a few to save potentially many. Like your family, I don't want to put it on you, Griswold, but this could affect them.
I know, no.
I don't even like these fuckers. This world, fuck this place. I'm sorry, but this is a bit beyond everything at this point.
No, you're not entirely wrong.
Like, he seems very adamant at what he can do and what his people can do, but it can help. It sucks. I know, but...
Well, that's the thing. I think the way we get out of this with the least amount of weight on our hearts is... I believe... And you see, like, he kind of looks within himself a little bit, and he just thinks... I believe if Inzula is willing to do that for her children, then she might be willing to do this too, but we have to be sure. If we can be sure, then yeah.
When I talked to her, that's why I talked to her. I wanted to know if she would be willing to.
That's right, but you weren't able to give her all that. No. Right? So if we were witness, when she was talking to you, she only talked to you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can do it again. Tell her everything. But first, you're right, maybe we can zone of truth.
Just so that we know that he is telling us the truth. Because if he's telling us the truth completely, then I see no reason why not to at least listen and consider it more.
Should we try to get courts involved? The Paladin, this is what he's for.
Well, I mean, if they can cast it, he'll just tell the truth anyways. And we all know that is his own truth. We've seen it, right? We should at least.
I don't know how magic works. Is that... would you
hunt
be
people
confident?
for magic.
I don't know how it works. Do I get that feeling that we'll know that it's zone of truth?
Make an intelligence check.
Yeah. Does the DC get to be 1 lower because I am a mage hunter? I'm just putting it out there. You don't have to say anything. Will it matter? Yes. You know what? Yes, Joran. Is that how it works? I kinda do trust you, so fucking yeah, sure, bro. Sure. I don't know. Is that allowed, to you?
Yeah.
Because I couldn't. There's no child in hell. I knew that shit.
20.
20?
That's tracking through, right?
No, but I believe you.
Oh.
So,
yeah.
Once the spell is cast on him, it's hard to tell if he must tell the truth. You must have another way to verify that he fell under the spell's control. Likely another
question. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, ask him a question that he has to tell the truth.
You could ask him a question, but you got to really think carefully.
No, I think
I don't want to get killed.
Does Jordan say that?
Jordan. Oh, go ahead.
I put my hand on my belt on the wand of detect magic. I'm like, I think
Boom,
it might. But I think, I don't know, I might still be more comfortable with the paladin doing it. We can ask him if they're comfortable with that.
I mean, why not? We can ask. It doesn't hurt.
And we don't have to tell him anything. We can just do this, and then we just have to say, is everything you told us true? Yes or no? That's it. There doesn't have to be any other
it doesn't have to be details about a plan or a secrecy.
And
I'm gonna do one thing though. I'm gonna try and talk to Thrain one more time.
Okay.
Persuasion.
This is a bit more. Ooh, it's a 1, a natural 1.
Ooh,
so 10.
Pushing it.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
this one is.
You cannot connect currently, and for the next short while.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you about this after a session. What I was gonna do though. It's kind of funny.
Hell yeah. All right, so
you see him kind of smoking his pipe, and every once in a while, just giving you.
Can I look in the trees and see how many fucking dwarves there are? Was there only 2?
Yeah,
can I please?
Go ahead.
Yeah. I need to figure out what's making my computer so. Uh, 19? Is that 19?
19? Yes, it is. It's very good. Yeah, okay. You look on the ground, you see nothing. You somehow, 19's pretty high. You hear a gust of wind that is inappropriate for the current weather. And you kind of feel it on your skin, suddenly a cool breeze. Yeah, you think
my elven lineage.
Something's up there that you can't see.
Like a gust of like something flying, perhaps.
Yeah, something like that.
It's just motherfucker shit. All my contingency plans are just like, no, he thought of that. Oh no, they thought of that. Oh no, they thought of that.
Oh my god. Well,
we're not safe outside. No, they thought of that. It's like that's fun. Because I've seen the spell lists now and I'm just like, fuck. Anyways. That's fun. Okay. Alright, so is that where we're at? We talk to her one more time, ask for her consent. Give her all the information we can after we get we get confirmation that he's telling the full truth.
Mm-hmm. I think that's
And if,
our best course.
and if she says no,
You don't want my
And we're-
answer.
we're in disagreement.
I'd like to believe that she would. Because that's the question, is it? Are we willing to sacrifice someone against their will to this?
Mm-hmm.
I've made sacrifices, but at the end of the day, those are choices that I made. And I don't like having to be where I am right now because of a cult. Given the choice, I might burn it all down. Just because.
Bit scary.
It's the truth.
Oh, just saying. Wasn't denying it.
Yeah. To have a soul that powerful. Or to feel the same way. To feel betrayed after all that. I don't know that I could personally stand it either. We'd have to convince her that she's saving many more children like her own. Because that's the truth.
I'll give her all the information. I will attempt to, but we need to know if he is telling the truth first.
Yeah, you could even dictate what you ask word by word, if that makes him feel better. Are we in agreement then, Zeke? Constance?
Oh, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a different game. If this is what she wants, herself to be useful. I don't want her sacrifice to be in vain. Alright. So, Dwarf,
Yes.
we've come to an arrangement amongst ourselves. We hope that what you hear won't be displeasing to you.
As do I.
We do agree that our goals are ultimately aligned. We believe the threat of the devils is real. We want to believe you. And if what you say is true, and we know that Finzul is willing to take on this burden, then we have zero qualms. Giving the coin to you, the greater good, we can all be aligned in the same direction, and I think that's what is ideal for all of us. To solidify our trust in you, to solidify what's already there, would it be disagreeable that you take on the effects of a Zen of Truth?
I have assumed as much after you asked me if we could cast it.
But
I
would it
agree.
also be disagreeable for it to be done by a neutral party? As I look over in the direction. Would
He
hope
thinks for a moment.
that it wouldn't interfere with your secrecy. All we would need to ask is if everything you've been saying has been the truth or not.
Friends, I hope you believe I am being honest with you. The person who casts the spell must be of utmost power, or it will not work on me.
Shit. Can we use the new rules where you can willingly fail? It's gonna be true from tomorrow
You
on.
haven't updated yet? That was like months ago.
Actually,
man.
no, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Just because he can willingly fail doesn't mean he has
Yeah.
to tell us he willingly failed.
Well, but I can check. I can check if it's on him or not.
Yeah.
All I have to check is if it is different after the spell is cast or not. Like if the amount of magic on him is different.
This third party, what purpose does it serve?
So that we can have... Yes, I'm sorry. Did you have more?
I am not completely opposed to the idea, but it must serve some purpose.
Because this person adjudicates a cult. And he has a long history of not taking sides. I thought it would be the strongest way to erase any doubt from any of our minds.
He thinks. You must understand. Maybe I don't look it. But right now, I am in a position of security. That man, we know little of him. But we do know that he is powerful. And maybe even he would put me in a position where I cannot be so assured that if you do not stay true to your morals, that I wouldn't be on the back foot. If this is a trap with that man, dare I say, you might hoodwink me. A solution. Just one moment. You see a light shimmer on the ground. A zone of truth. Might one of you step in and proclaim to me that you plan no ill will with this third party?
Fair enough. Yeah.
I'll do it because I feel like I am the one who needs to. No, I'll walk in. So.
I will also use my wand of magic detection to observe him before and after the spell's effects are on it.
Yes. Give me a second. Yeah, okay. Gloria, you step in. Both you guys cast detect magic at the same time. Wait.
Lol.
No, his partner does actually.
His partner does.
He has to. They kind of whisper to one another. Gloria, make a.
You can willingly fail, right?
Yes, he may.
I'll just fail.
Okay. No, same thing.
Dude, we're doing negotiation peace talk shit, man. We're literally like, we're making sure, are you gonna fuck us? Are you gonna fuck us?
Yeah.
Are we gonna do this?
So, Flint, this third party, we are to potentially meet. Do you plan on using him as leverage in this negotiation? Or is it purely just a way to verify the truth?
It is just for to verify the truth. I have no plans of using any third party.
And in such a scenario in which you would gain the upper hand, would you consider violence with him at your side?
Zero violence. But wait, so in the zone of truth, can I say what I want to say that
Yeah.
isn't part of that question?
Yes, you can
Just
say
so
whatever
we
you want.
know. Okay. I will not plan to use him if we get the upper hand, but I will say we will use him if we are in the defensive. It's just real. It looks like that.
I mean, that's fair.
One more question. If I am telling the truth, and I have been doing so, verified by your third party, will you then assure me that you will give me the coin?
I will ask Fenzula first of what her opinion is with the new information that you have given us.
And to add to that, he's allowed to dictate what you ask, and you'll be the one to hear the answer.
Very well. You may ask her.
After we know you're telling the
Yeah,
truth.
after the zone of truth. We need to know the truth first.
You must understand. Right now, I am in a position of power. And if you disagree with me, I can take it.
But you haven't.
I'm there, as you stated. You may be on the defensive. And in such a scenario, well, you are intelligent enough.
Would it be
I hope
more
you see I am putting all my cards on the table for you to see. Nothing up my sleeves.
than a compromise? You want us to ask now, and then we give it to you after the zone of truth, and after we know you've been telling the truth. But if she is vehemently against it, then we'll have to discuss more.
Discussion is always fine. For now, and hopefully in the future, we are friends and allies.
Let's both believe that she wants to do the right thing like we do.
Yes.
Do you have what you want to ask her prepared?
I
Give
do.
her all the information, like you told us.
I will.
But we get to hear the answer.
Very well.
So then, I guess, we listen to him dictate something, and then
Let's
just...
take a quick break there. We'll do
Yeah.
we'll do at least 20 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
And come back.
Oh my god.
The politics.
Of politics.
So you guys want him to
Give us
write
all
down
the
his question?
information.
Write down the information that will help
Right.
Convince her, like, this is what
Yes.
we're gonna do, we need this, and then we will let you go.
Give it your
blah, blah,
best sales pitch. Do what you
blah.
did.
The best
you know.
sales pitch, lady.
Yeah.
Man.
Elevator pitch.
Make quickly.
And he's aware of how the coin works, right? So he's gonna know how to phrase everything, etc. So basically you start with, but what if, we know you don't want to get sacrificed, but what if, through that sacrifice, you save all these other kids just like yours, you know, like, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, because he knows her story, so that'll help.
Does he?
Well, he said he knows of her. I can even give her the journal if I really needed to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Also, so do we ask that shit first? Like, do we ask if, like, they're not gonna use it against... Are you gonna... Is it gonna be used to harm any innocents? If you win in return from the 9 hells?
That kind of thing I think we need to ask with the Zone of Truth.
Well, no, it's fine to ask now and then after he's Zone of Truth, because it's all gonna be within the same umbrella. Because, yeah.
Okay. I'm ready.
Can I go, as he's thinking, can I just go to him privately, I guess?
Sure.
Alright. We're back in. Okay. I appreciate your understanding so far and your patience.
Of course, friend.
It's strange to call a leader of this whole nation friend, but you too, friend.
It is.
To be honest with you, and I say it like in private, right? It's like, I do hope this works out. I do. At the end of the day, I agree with your cause, because it is my own. And I'm glad to have met you in this way, even if I shall forget. And I hope to, somewhere in my heart, think that you are a friend. But I do wish for your victory in there, should this come to pass. I wish for your safe return. But in the event of your safe return, are you leaving that thing in there? Or are you bringing it back?
Our goal is to bring it back. Although we will destroy the coin after the battle.
Safest.
It is what is right.
Okay. You see him like just kind of like you see I'm kind of tearing up a little bit. Like, and as he says it is what is right, you see Griswold actually kind of tears up a little bit and he's just like puts a hand on his shoulder. It's like, yeah. I pray that Finzula says the same.
Maybe one day, us dwarves will once again rejoin the elves and the humans and the halflings.
I pray that.
You all seem like worthy companions to me.
Yeah. Most worthy that I know so far. Including one now. As I look at him, and just like, and I back away.
Now, there is restrictions to the coin. My communication with Fenzula must be brief. So, here it is.
And basically, it's a note that says something along the lines of, would you willingly suffer to help the people of the material plane defeat an imminent threat, one that risks extinction?
I look it over, and we're all looking at it, I assume. I look at him and I just, do you think it might be prudent to add that it's a threat that she knows? I don't know how much details you have. We are privy to some of the moments near her death. And am I correct in thinking that the devils did that to her until she died? So can we add that part, right? Like, like,
Very well.
what happens to you is threatening the rest of the world, the rest of the material plane.
We will let her know that the creatures that tortured her are a threat. Yes. Humans, I know. Unfortunately, we cannot add too much more information. It must be brief. And it trains her to speak. This should do.
He hands you the note, Gloria.
Guess it's now or never. I will Take it
I'm
out
f-
from underneath my hat? No, I'm kidding.
That's how you hit. No.
I fucking.
And then I get shot in the face.
No, I believed in you. I fucking get out on a knee and pray. I just
Alright.
fucking. I have my holy amulet in my hands.
I will take out the coin and communicate to Fenzula.
Okay.
And ask what she says.
Let's do it.
Okay, you hold the coin. Okay, give me one moment.
Please.
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 Yeah, I please smiley face. Heart. XOXO.
Please, XOXO.
You know what's gonna happen is we're gonna find the paladin and your kids are gonna be converted.
To what?
To whatever he is. I don't know. He's-
Griswold would be fine with that, actually. More or less. Yeah.
Converted to Faerun Jesus.
I
Only
mean,
one God.
if there was honestly at this current stage above the table, he doesn't want it to be his god. He would rather it be he would be rather it be Ilmater, I think.
Come to the Raven Queen.
Yes, pitch it, bro.
We're not good or bad.
Mm-hmm. You just
We are
don't know.
all.
Is it? I like to think in game it's literally we're just waiting.
Yeah, I know, right? Just
She's just summoning up the strength to say anything.
Okay. Go ahead. I believe you have to say it. No, you telepathically ask a question.
Yeah, I telepathically talk
Okay.
to her.
I mean,
You see
you could say it
Gloria.
out loud in the zone of truth, just cause.
If you want.
Nah.
Yeah. Okay.
You telepathically ask a question.
And like, I have the jet magic still. Like, there's nothing has changed in Gloria, right? Other than the one time he was under the zone of truth,
That is correct.
and nothing else has happened.
I am now evil.
Yeah. Well, I want to make sure you weren't mind controlled or something.
You know. Conjure animals, bats. Kill Joran.
Specifically.
Only ever Brent's character.
Dude, your character's been in so much danger.
Get a DMPC.
You're gonna go see Bruno is gonna cast Conjure Animals next time and kill Don wherever he sees him.
Doge.
You can't say that anymore.
Why?
I mean, you can. It's just got different connotations now.
Nah.
Saying. While they continue talking, look at all the animals.
I open my eyes and say, she has reluctantly agreed.
And DM, like,
And not reluctantly. I don't know why I said that. She agreed.
somberly agreed.
Somberly, sure.
And DM, I confirmed that no other magic other than the first Zone of Truth has affected him. With my
I
detect
can
magic.
tell you that only the School of Magic that Zone of Truth is under is the one that you detect. Let me read Detect Magic.
If you want, I can do another check.
I
Or
mean,
maybe I can. Ask the end.
you could, maybe.
Yeah, I can kind of only tell you that the School of Enchantment is the only magic that is affecting him.
And that is...
That is the one that appeared when the Zone of Truth started to affect him.
Is it still on him?
Yes.
Gloria,
Mm.
can you say that? You read,
So
you telepathically said to her exactly what was on that piece of paper.
I did.
Good enough for me. And I saw the piece of paper, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just letting the paranoia wash away.
Piece of paper is just
And I'll,
worthless.
just because it's now canon, I wrote it, I will just paste it in chat.
Awesome.
General banter.
All right. Are we good to go?
Yep.
All right. So, she's agreed.
She's fucking agreed.
Yes. You notice a somber relief from Dwali.
Me too, man. I'm also like,
Yes.
oh.
One more step, said Wally.
I am glad I will have a soldier at my side and not a slave. It would not feel right.
Agreed.
All right. Now, one more question before we depart to the third party. Knowing all of this, you will not use this man in any way to use violence against me. And if I am telling the truth, and I have been, you will offer my civilization the coin.
100% will give you the coin if you are telling the truth.
Very well.
I will not. We will not use him to fight. He may
Unless-
protect himself or the children, but you know,
Only self-defense, but we don't believe that's going to be necessary.
we don't. I don't know who he is. I don't know what kind of person he is, really. Probably a good person. He took 2 kids randomly.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
I hope he is a-
Hopefully.
Sir Dwarf, we're going to have to do some convincing. I hope you can help me. Just... we want to protect your secrecy as well. Is that going to be a problem in having him involved at all? Or is he familiar with your face?
The question you must ask me must be general, without details, meaning something along the lines of, has everything you've told me today been the truth? I hope that will suffice.
No. It's exactly what I was thinking of asking, so...
Very well.
And just a bit more specification in the same general area, if you don't mind that. Let's do our best to ameliorate his mood, because we are going to ask of him something he was not prepared to do.
Again.
I will aid you the best I can in this.
I'll take the lead, sir.
Very well.
There we go. Jesus.
His are still okay, right?
I know, right?
Place is burned down. He's just like on
He's
his
just
knees,
gone.
What
The place
happened?
never existed in the first place.
I think the little red being there is a good sign that it's okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. Little Red is probably.
Yeah.
Zeke didn't even tell me that.
Yeah,
he didn't
yeah.
tell any of us.
He didn't say anything. So we're walking. It's like 5
You're walking.
minutes.
Dwally kind of moves to wherever Joran is in the group.
Joran,
Hello.
hello. Well, it is unfortunate I needed to intervene. But still, friend, your service is greatly appreciated.
Thank you. I've been having a. I haven't been able to meet anyone's gaze this entire day. So
I understand.
thank you. To hear you say that is surprising and truly heartening.
Now, we will give you a choice. You must take one more step. We once had someone here to work as an inside ear into a cult. His name was Blacktooth. Now, we no longer have him. We needed him. But you are already integrated into a cult. It is your choice. You can come back home. Or you can stay here with these people and serve the purpose that Blacktooth once did.
I have missed home, and I feel I can help there. It is much my intention to run her and home if I can.
Very well, friend. After this, you will come with me. You will be greeted by the warm hearth of Morton's fame.
I don't deserve it. Thank you.
It's okay, friend. Success is not always guaranteed.
Thank you.
What the fuck, bro?
This is why he was interested in that fucking machine.
He noticed.
Never
Guys,
trust.
who's black?
noticed
Never
on your
trusting
face.
Epic again.
I'm sorry.
He was.
I will forget this all today.
Did you guys ever
yeah.
notice that whenever it rained, he freaked the fuck out?
What the fuck?
When we were talking about that, when he was talking about how the dwarves could rejoin the people on the surface, I was like, wait a minute. Blacktooth is a dwarf. What do you mean? What do you know, Epic?
This is how you tell them.
Bravo to Epic for playing both sides of the coin while knowing everything.
Yeah.
That's pretty hype.
Dude, it was a challenge to do it for 5 sessions. I
You
couldn't.
directed this entire conversation,
How
didn't
did
you, Epic?
do it? Oh my god.
He's a DM.
That's
True.
crazy.
You did a good job
Oh,
too.
well
You
done.
did, dude. This is...
Oh, I pulled it immediately.
that
By the way,
part,
guys. Dwarven civilization.
no, that
Civilization.
that part,
Secrecy.
you screwed the pooch there, but you know this is beautiful
Oh,
what
big
we're
time.
getting. This is, you know, we got somewhere okay. You know,
Yeah.
at the very least, like, because you were so honest, it was hard to be like he's evil and all the people he's working for are evil.
True. Wow.
Like, so what you gunned for technically worked out. So
Woo.
from one spy to another. So like,
Piece of shit.
Respect.
Epic spent the last week saying, "Oh, I might bring Blacktooth back." You piece of shit.
Did you really?
Spy.
You
I'm a
should.
spy doctor.
I'm a spy.
I have a doctorate in espionage.
Okay.
Jeez. Sorry, guys.
Could have given him a Russian accent, then it would have fit the part.
All right.
Okay, 5 minutes walking, not too long. And eventually, in front of you, there is a small cabin in the woods. It's made of stone and wood, and plant
on
life
fire.
lightly grows up its walls. Smoke billows from its chimney. And again, a white-winged horse
Oh shit!
in front of the house. It eyes you as you approach. You kind of hear it shuffle.
He's got 4th level spells at least.
Yes. There is
Uh,
a large wooden
Natural.
door with like metal flourishes on it. A big, round, thick door handle made of metal.
I go. I nod to the horse, and I.
The horse is just staring at you guys.
I just like, what the fuck is that?
I go dung dung dung. Hello, sir. Quant.
He looks at your face. Yeah. These are yours. Here you go. Oh, come on.
I give them a big hug.
Right, please.
Alright. I'm just Harry. Are you good? Did you bother the man? I hope they weren't too much
Good.
trouble.
That he is really kind of quiet and really weird.
But did he bother you?
No.
Well, you can't be judgmental of a man who didn't do anything, can you?
I don't know. Not very. He's kind of weird.
Well, he watched over. Did he watch over you?
Yeah.
Do you think that he deserves?
I tried to climb a ladder in his house, and he freaking got mad at me. He said, "Don't do that." And
So, he kept you safe, did he?
yeah.
Does he deserve?
Damn, he cast spells.
Answer my question, sweetheart. Does he deserve a thank you?
Thank you.
That's a good job. I just take them, you know, like hold Harry, have her hand, and just be like, "Thank you so much, Sir Quartz. There was some grown-up talk that needed to happen, and we had not much recourse other than sending them here for the time being. I'm greatly indebted to you."
No problem. He leans in. Your friend needs socializing.
Light eye towards.
But you came back, so
He's a good man. Just, you're right. You're right. Perhaps I can ameliorate some of the frustration that he's given you. I'm Griswold Brooks, devout follower of Tyr. As like, you know. And currently we're affiliated with the cult, and for the greater good.
Constance, Zeke, Zoran. I say, you are known to a cult, of course.
And on matters of the greater good, we needed to have talks not appropriate for children. But it behooves me to ask yet another favor of you, Sir Paladin. On these matters, we are very close to reaching a peaceful solution that we believe, as I look to the dwarf to my side, will further our mutually aligned goals in this campaign against the devils.
A pleasure to meet your acquaintance, Master Paladin.
They shake hands and nod.
And so, in the interest of this, we humbly ask you for a simple service, one that you've shown to us in a cult. Is that a truth? So that we may affirm, with no doubts in our mind, under the eyes of the gods, that we are in alignment, and what we do and what we decide is going to better the material plane.
I don't see why I can't do that. But first, you must come in. Gather around my fire.
I look at Dwally. And then I just nod, and we step in.
Okay. I really gotta take a piss. I'll be right
Yep. He's just, I need to pee.
All right, good. Now we can interrogate Epic. The fuck, Epic? I'm gonna kill Blacktooth when I find out. And Zeke doesn't even know who Blacktooth
Doesn't
is.
even know who he is. Yeah. Literally just me and Constance.
But if
He's just
Venry
a-
gets brought back, you're dead.
Yeah, they were pretty
God damn
pissed.
it, Epic! How could you lie to these people?
I know.
Did Constance
you're
and
part of that
Gloria
team.
make eye Oh no, we wouldn't have
I
heard.
wouldn't have heard that. Yeah.
Even
Oh.
if you
Curious
did, you're gonna forget.
If Joran knew.
Yeah, did Joran know who
It
Blacktooth
seems
is?
not. It seems like
I
not
don't
because
think so.
he had to tell him
Yeah,
what his
he had
name
to
was.
say the name. Yeah.
Man, they were super pissed at me when I crashed that hot air balloon. Fuck.
Forgot that's how you came
Yeah.
into that.
So how did you leave? Oh,
You can sneak one in if you want.
how did you end up leaving the campaign?
I had to leave in real life. So then
Ah,
as an artificer, as one of their best artificers, I suppose, he was
you
called
were
back
also
to
an
help.
artificer.
Dude, we had two of them, and then you became an artificer.
I
as
was
well.
a secret spy dwarf artificer, yes.
Oh my God,
Yes.
that's so funny.
I don't know how much he led you into that decision or how much you just came up with, but like, that's
No, well, I'm a human.
it's poetic.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they'll be working on the machine together now.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. All right.
Wait a second. No, what? Never mind. I'm not gonna say.
You learned. Good.
Yeah.
There might be some use for you yet.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Okay.
We sit by the fire. I take
all
another
enter
hit of the
together.
pipe, I guess, as he comes back from peeing.
How come if you
There
got
is
him?
a circular fire pit in the center of the house. You do see a little bit of daylight as the chimney is shaped in such a way that it allows some in. On the back wall, there is metal hands that are mounted. Red cord is wrapped around them as they're kind of like this coming out of the wall. He sits down. He nods his head towards the chairs also around the fire, insinuating you should all sit. Assuming you do. Lord Ilmater, I beseech you look upon me and behold my sin. Let it stand before your infinite patience and bark at its presence. For I am weak, you stand mighty. Let me be absolved before you, your weeping majesty, that I may cleanly bear the burden of the others in your name. My knees may stagger, my bones may break, my will may fracture, but my faith stands strong on your shoulders, Lord, if you will let it. And at that he raises his head.
Yes, Constant.
Just an inside voice question. I have to send a question to Cole.
Okay. So I willingly fail a save if there's a save. And I have detect magic as like maybe near the end of his prayer. You know? And then I want to confirm the presence of an enchantment. No enchantment on him previous, and now there's an enchantment on him. Is that possible?
Yes, sure. During that, yes. There was nothing. And
Sorry, friends. It will take a while.
There is no enchantment on Dwally. There's still no enchantment on Dwally.
Can he just willingly fail?
Oh yeah, sorry. He can just
Yeah.
he can just willingly fail. Right.
Yeah.
I thought it was just be a performance issue.
That
Hey, man.
would be the
Take your
funny
time,
way
bro.
in the last version. You would just be like, wait for it. Eventually.
It's gonna happen.
Big dwarven
Yeah,
titties,
well,
big
there it
dwarven
goes.
titties, big dwarven titties. Just like fucking.
And I'm done.
You are all kind of waiting, and you do see a little red cat kind of trot over to the group, hopping on Constance's lap,
Okay.
and a light purr.
Ah, yes. The world is at peace again. You can see like the visible tension, like,
Yes, there is enchantment spell now active on Dwally.
All right, Sidolf. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
And then it's on me too now, right?
Yes.
I affirm that everything that we've spoken of with each other is true and good for the sake of all our futures. So, Dwarf, has everything you said today been truthful and for the good of all on this plane?
My friends, everything I have said to you today is truthful. I assure you of that.
And as far as you're aware, your will is your own, and there have been no magics placed upon you by another.
As far as my understanding, that is the case. My will is my own, and I will add further. I am a powerful man. Not many can subvert my will.
I look over to Quartz. And then he doesn't show any like doubt or wrinkles or anything like that.
He looks at you, and he just simply nods.
Then let it be said that I hope that this is a start of a meaningful and powerful alliance between our two wills. As I put out my hand. And then we just...
Friend, I am glad that there are still people like you on the surface. All of you. It gives me hope. Us dwarves are suspicious. Very well.
I look
hope
at-
I have upheld my end of the deal.
I look at Gloria.
So what happened? Why don't we step outside then?
Yes.
No?
Again, nice to meet you, friend.
He shakes the hand of the Master Paladin. You all exit. There is a very large white winged horse staring at you.
I point somewhere that isn't where the horse
Sure.
is looking.
You walk
We
a
walk
short
on the
way
other
down
side of the
trail.
house.
Yeah, okay.
Let's just go to the other side of that.
Yeah.
This shouldn't be that bad. Like a few, like a maybe 30 feet away or something.
Yeah, let's just walk a little bit first.
Yeah.
And then I just pull it out and give it to him. Here we go. Finally.
Thank you, friends. And I assure you, it will be used for the good of humankind. Now, unfortunately, we must wipe your memories. Not of everything. Again, the piece of paper I spoke about before.
Mhm.
Write something on it. I am about to modify your memory.
Is it?
You need to have a memory in which it is impossible for me to be able to implant it, so that there will be no doubt in your head. Right? Something I could not know. Something I could not know to implant. Do you understand?
Is this memory needed to be for all of us, from all of us, or just for each single person? Like something that we all needed to know, or just one of us needed to know for ourselves?
It would be better if you all knew.
Okay.
But it could be an individual thing for each of you.
Individual would be easier. Right, because then absolutely no one else would know. It would be the easiest to convince myself that way.
I agree.
All of you, I would like you to write something to me.
Okay. Something that only. Wow, Blacktooth was there. Shit. Blacktooth. No, I don't know about Blacktooth though.
You're just dropping this on us like out of nowhere.
Okay. Ignore the Blacktooth stuff. Maybe I do something beforehand.
Something that I know that nobody else knows?
More specifically, something that you know that the dwarf could never know, because he's about to modify your memory. You need to have a memory that you knew that he did not affect. So, like, imagine you draw a picture of your boyfriend. Dwali has never seen your boyfriend, so therefore he could not have made a memory of that drawing. You understand?
Ah. I don't know what this man knows about me.
No, well, yeah, it has to be something that only you would ever know, so that you can convince yourself that you agreed to this. You're convincing your future self. That's what this is, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh dear. I don't. But
We don't have to share this paper with you, right?
No.
Yeah.
In
It's
fact,
just.
Oh.
It's so that we can keep it in our pocket, take it out, and be like, oh shit, I agree.
It is important you do not share it with me.
Yeah. So I just write down some sentences on a paper and put it in my pocket. And say like, at the end be like, you chose this path.
Okay. Okay. Just need Danielle.
I'm on the spot. I have no idea.
And Brent.
It doesn't have to be literal. I didn't write anything
you could
literal.
You could just say, like, my favorite birthday was.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, cool.
You also want me to write something?
Yeah.
Just a word or a sentence?
Not you. You know everything already. You don't have to do it. Yeah.
So
So
wipe all of Brent's memories. Make him not know what's happening.
As they're doing that, can I just ask him then too? It's like, so specifically, what are we gonna still know you?
You will only have one memory. Once you have chosen what to write down, I want you to look at your piece of paper, and I want you to say something like, I've chosen to give the coin to the dwarf for reasons I am unable to remember. And that will be the only memory you will have of me. That's in the one where I met Joran on the road.
It's a shame.
It is.
Can it be that?
So we're not gonna remember the coin itself.
You No, you will have a memory of the coin. The only memories that will be modified are the ones from today.
From the length of time that we met to after the spell is cast. Can it be...
Okay.
Can it be until before we entered the cabin?
Very well.
I'd like to keep a little bit of what we have, so that we may
Wise.
feel confident in trusting you. I won't know why, but I'll know that I was confident enough to shake hands with you in that way.
It almost feels sad to lose friends like this. But maybe sometime in the future, we will come together once again.
I ask, do you know our mission? Do you know that what we are to face?
Yes.
Somehow, is there any aid that you can provide? I know, now that you are a just, good aligned man, but what we face is great, and like you said, you're powerful, and so are we, but not like that. Is there any aid that you could provide us in our fight against the Pit Fiend? A man, a spell.
Persuasion check.
Oh, fucking god. We're friends now, right? Do I get advantage? Please?
That's not how that works.
Yeah. Please. What is it? 11? Is it 11? Yeah. I need to bump my persuasion, man.
Yep.
I'm sorry, friend. Alone I cannot defeat it. If I could, I would perform such a service for you. There's a chance I might win. But I need to be there for my men on the front lines.
Well, our goal isn't to kill it. It's just to belay it. If, in whatever way that you can, send aid, whatever form. You know how important this is. You will reverse the tide, and we're here to staunch it.
One more persuasion.
Yay. Please. Oh, please. Please. Is it real? Oh.
Ooh!
Natural 20. Yeah.
Way to go.
Oh yeah.
It was meant to be.
No. A nice addition to my title could be Slayer of Pit Fiends.
If you bring it and strap it to the front of your new machine could send quite a message.
It's good. Let me get my armor.
Oh!
Guy's been playing Monster Hunter.
And I think about it. And it's just, depending on how this goes. I don't know about the rest of them. But at the moment, we're not bound to a cult. I wouldn't ask you to do this if I wasn't prepared to put my life on the line as well. Whether it's the fight with the pit fiend or when you go in there. I look dead in the eyes. Just, if you could find a place for me to be useful, I wouldn't be opposed to washing myself of some sin as well. If you get my meaning.
There is glory to be found there. But there will also be much death. I would be happy to have your sword at my side.
Something to think about. But first we have business.
Yes. Okay, friends. Are you ready?
Okay. And he begins to cast a spell. Or sorry. His companion begins to cast a spell. More accurately.
Alright.
Okay. You are all standing there. There is now a clear gap in your memory. The last you remember, you were walking out from a cult and towards the location of this paladin. Your memory then jumps to arriving at a cabin in the woods. You know nothing of a dwarven civilization. You know not that Blacktooth was an evil spy. He was a secret spy.
A damn good spot.
But you do know everything else. You do know that you were cordial with this dwarf. You do know the whole thing with the Zone of Truth. You do know your piece of paper and what you writ down that you read. And you do know that he apparently says that he might help you fight a pit fiend. So. Okay. Well,
It worked. Fuck, it worked.
Whoa.
What about all of you?
Seems to have worked, yeah.
Should I look at the paper now?
We take our papers.
Look.
Yeah.
And then I burn it. It worked.
Put mine back in my pocket.
Yeah.
I will be in contact with you all. And when you are ready, Together, we will make history. And I will be victorious as a hero. Or die. So be it.
I put my hand on his shoulder and just like, farewell, Master Dwarf. But one final act of good faith, I suppose. The initial reason we came here was for me to seek guidance.
Yes.
Though I think between our interaction, I think some of my faith has already been restored. But I plan to reinforce my vows as a paladin. I think it would be rude for me to not at least invite you to take part. If you were to wish. I know you're a busy dwarf.
Friends, I would love nothing more.
And if possible, we might invoke the aid of that man in there. Would you not be opposed to it? Though I'm sure you'd be enough.
Well, I definitely have a weak spot for the lurks. Avoiding potential death also sounds quite appetizing to me. So, if your friend would like to join me, I would allow that.
Then don't worry. We'll try to come up with as many plans as we can.
Good. Like I said, we will be in contact. Magically, I will be close.
Well then.
But now I must go. Jolin, if you want to come with me, now is the time to say your goodbyes. I will give you all a moment.
Thank you, Dwali.
A light bow. He backs away.
Friends, it's been a true pleasure. I really appreciate you letting me join you. And I shall never forget the days that I had here.
I take a step forward. I put my hand out. And then I grab him and I pull him in for a hug. And
Good
you
thing
just
you
hear.
deceived him. He might not have been into that.
Oh, this is awkward.
Does he resist?
And now he's got a tear in his eye.
And you
Then
hear
he-
him.
He's happy.
And I start to, you hear him just, thank you, John.
Thank you.
Initially, I came here and brought you to show you what consequences can come from being too loyal and too honest, but I think it's you who's shown me that there's still true good to be sought in true honesty. Thank you. We wouldn't be here without you. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, everyone.
So sad. Constance gives you a hug, a little peck on the cheek, and then is crying at Griswold's speech. But not like blubbering, but crying.
Bye, Jonathan.
I just step in and. So if you're not going to be helping us, where are you going to be?
Well, I'll be going home with my friend Wally.
Are you going to march into hell? Wait, do I know that part? No, I don't know that part, do I?
No, you don't know.
Sorry, I
It's gonna-
forgot what.
it will be hard. It will be hard.
Yeah, I'm really tired too, so I just.
You didn't work on this one.
No, I'm not gonna march
shit,
in it. What
fly
do you
away.
mean?
Well, good luck in whatever route you do take.
Thank you. I hope our paths cross again.
I just shake your hand and pat on you on your shoulder and go, "Johan, you actually are turned out to be a good man. So take care of yourself."
You as well.
Crazy.
All right. Peace out.
And with that, he turns around. You see him walk towards.
What did he just say?
Peace out? Is that a bad one?
Dwarven talk.
And they both start walking down the dirt path.
Guys,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're both
can you guys tell me a secret now or what?
absolutely fucking not.
No, we did. Remember?
Even if they.
What?
We did. Kinda.
I
But
mean,
then now it's gone, I think.
yeah, I think you fucking knew it, and then they removed it from your memory.
So we did tell you, remember? But you
Mhm.
can't remember, because we don't remember.
What?
I whisper to the others, I'm curious if, like, this
I am-
affected Thrain. Can Thrain tell me what happened?
I don't know that we want to.
I don't know if I want to.
I don't know. I think we went through great lengths to not have
'Cause I
that
don't-
happen.
It's why I didn't bring it up.
Yeah. Keep that to yourself, mate.
Oh, I will. Oh, I will.
If you know, don't tell me. Just,
Guys, I'm telling him the secret.
oh, it's so true. Is he sentient in there? Shit.
I put my hand on Thrain's sword and I just go. Pretending I'm talking to him.
Stop
Oh.
it! Stop it! Stop! 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 Stop!
Just trying to lighten the mood.
Dwarven
guys.
assassin. Sing, 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 sing.
I'm just trying to lighten the mood.
Okay.
Do I even want to go see the paladin anymore? Jesus Christ! Do we have time for that shit?
No, I think this is probably a good.
Yeah. 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 I think it is.